Hey, I tried to push the button at 4:30, but I was sitting here getting my little story together. Because, it's Friday. It's Friday. And what's the day? Is it 16th? August the 16th. And I like to do a mixture of serious things, the foolishness, and happy stories that I see on my timeline. Yeah, this your girl Renee. Welcome to the channel. Habari Gani Riches. What's up? What's the word? It's 4:43 in the morning. I tried to push the button at 4:30. I came in here at 4:20. It just took me a little extra time to pull up my stories. Look, you know what I'm grabbing for. I don't know if it's the lights or the camera or the action. I don't know what's going on, but I'm going to reach. I'm going to reach for that fan every time. And the other thing I'm going to do is turn off my phone. So how y'all doing? Drop the phone altogether. I'm doing well. I'm excited about it being Friday. Let me go ahead and start my skincare. Let me just talk about what I've seen on my social media timeline. Give my opinion on it and keep on moving. Some of the stuff is funny. Some of it educational. All the while, I use this time to make sure I do my skincare. Yesterday, I had a red spot on my face right here. I could still see it a little bit. And I was like, did I get bit or something in the face? It's trying to go away a little bit. But then I noticed 2 little dots on my eyes. And then I noticed a dot right here on my forehead. So I didn't wear no makeup yesterday. The only thing I did was my skincare. But none of this skincare is new. I'm actually at the end of most of my products. And I really need to check my refrigerator because I buy most of my skincare during the holidays. And I have been using it. So I'm using it up. Let's follow up on a couple of stories this morning because let me tell you, everybody was talking about the Amber Alert. Everybody was talking about the Amber Alert. And we got an update. And why it involved my beltway. Oh, try to get a little hydrated. Why does it involve the DMV area? Let's go ahead and get an update. You have probably already heard, but in case you have not. Okay, what you're seeing right here is the very first video that I saw, which was and this is posted on the news channel. So this is not the original clip. But this video came out almost 19 hours ago. And this is actually a guy on his way to work. And he was like, wait a minute, don't tell me this man came up here. Oh. This is a The news just stole somebody's personal video clip because he's actually sitting on the same exit trying to get on the highway. And I did find out that this exit is by Branch Avenue. So where I live is something called a beltway. It goes around in a circle. And the beltway has several exits that you can take off. So this is almost right after, if you're coming from the south, you're coming from Virginia, and it's right after you pass from Virginia across the Woodrow Wilson Bridge. Branch Avenue is almost the third exit you get to. So it's as soon as you come from Virginia, and if you're coming from Baltimore, it's a long way around. But this is the Branch Avenue exit. It's pretty busy right there because you have a lot of people that live in Southern Maryland, like myself. I used to live there, and we only have one way in, one way out. You can either go to 495 or you can get on this other highway. I forgot what it's called at the moment. But basically, it's one way in, one way out. And Branch Avenue will take you to Southern Maryland. So, yes, they did find the three children. Let's just get to the news clip. What does it say right here? They did find the man that had the three children in the car. Here's a picture of the three children. I think they were like 10, 6, and maybe 18 months. And unfortunately, here go the ages. They're 7, 5, and 1 year old. They was abducted on the 14th at 9 p.m. And the mother had been stabbed. This is the vehicle, and this is the gentleman that had the man that had the children in the car. It was spotted up here in Maryland. He was spotted in Maryland, and the driver refused to stop. So I think the Virginia State Police tried to stop the vehicle at approximately 8:45 in Fairfax County on 95 near the 166 mile marker, according to the local news, but the driver refused to stop. And a chase ensued. The driver headed north on the Beltway in Maryland, where he lost control and then crashed. The crash took place on Capitol Beltway in Prince George's County, one of the richest counties in the United States, on the Branch Avenue ramp outer loop. The Maryland State Police said they are investigating. I've also heard that the infant child did pass away. Oh, here's the I think this is the news clip from Virginia, from the Virginia local news. But where's the clip at? Child, these news websites, they be tripping. Maybe if I refresh the clip, it'll show back up because it's talking about something. There it is. There it is. Child, these news clips be showing some of anything. Okay, so here go. Is this a clip? Okay, so here go the clip right here. See what the Virginia news. Oh, it's this is, oh, here you go. This is the actual article from Virginia. I wanted to see. This is a car, and I'm trying to figure out how did he crash? Because I don't see no other cars. I don't see no police car around. Did he just get tired, or was he driving too fast? It's weird. And it's not giving me any sound. Or maybe there is no sound. The update on that case. And let's look at the case of the DC employee. Oh, because yesterday they had closing arguments. I didn't know. Well, the case, yeah, yesterday was Thursday, and the case had been going on all week. So I guess it's time for closing arguments. Guess it don't take long at all. So he took the stand. Former DC employee who shot and killed 13-year-old Karan Blake takes the stand in his own trial. Wow. I still don't understand how you could be afraid of somebody on the outside. But he did say, or somebody reported that gunshots came in. I don't know. But this young man, according to the news, was outside trying to steal a car, carjack. No, he was just trying to steal a car. There was nobody in it at somebody's house, according to the news. They got pictures of him on the camera by the door, and it was this man's house, and he came outside. Well, he didn't come outside. He started shooting on the inside. Anyway, it appears it looked like he was blind shooting on the outside and took this young man's life. Y'all had my volume turned down. Let me stop playing games with the people. No wonder I ain't got no sound. Let's see if I got something today. Yeah, I got something today. Oh, yeah, I got something today.
The former DC employee who shot and killed a 13-year-old took the stand in his own murder trial today. So last year, police said Jason Lewis shot at Karan Blake after the 42-year-old thought he was breaking into cars along Quincy Street in Northeast. The defense argues Lewis fired in self-defense, and today, Lewis himself was able to give his version of what happened the morning of January 7th. Our Rafael Sanchez-Cruz has been all over this story since the beginning. And Rafa, what is Lewis saying about what happened that day?
Well, Lorenzo, day 6 of this trial wrapped up in just the last 30 minutes. And for 2 hours, Jason Lewis answered questions about what happened the morning of January 7th when he shot and killed Karan Blake. And throughout those 2 hours, he insisted that he felt threatened and, quote, scared for his life. So let's refresh some of the details about this case. Court documents filed last year indicate that Lewis fired his gun after he believed people were breaking into cars outside of his home on Quincy Street Northeast. Now, today, Lewis testified that he stepped out of his home because he heard someone tampering with his gate. Now, Lewis says that he believes a person inside a car who was not Blake pointed a gun at him and shot at him, which prompted his response to fire back. But Lewis admitted today that he never told police that someone had fired at him. Why didn't he? He says he was in shock. Lewis also admitted today that in the video and audio presented to the jury, you cannot hear any gunshots before he fired his gun. Now, Lewis says that when Blake ran towards him for an unknown reason, that he fired twice in self-defense. The 13-year-old was unarmed, and after being shot, he is heard in the video that was played today to the jury saying, "I'm sorry" several times. "I'm a kid. I'm just 12 years old." Again, Karan was 13 years old during the time that he was shot and killed. Now, the audio that was played today, those last words that were heard from Karan Blake really hit the jury hard. Some emotional during the moments that audio was being played. The final closing arguments in this trial are expected tomorrow morning. We, of course, will stay on top of it, and we'll be here to bring you up to date on this case.
Wow. That is really, really tragic. Now they're saying that the young guy did not have a gun. The man did just shoot outside. Oh, and what the young gentleman said. Oh, sorry, y'all. I'm trying to this is empty. And I don't even want to throw the empty container away. Let me see, can I find anything? Why did they give you all this? I think I can get some out of here. This is vitamin C cream. But he said he fired because he saw somebody playing with his gate. Somebody else said they heard gunshots. He said he didn't report no gunshots because he was shocked. So somebody's trying to say there was a gunshot towards the employee, but the employees never reported any gunshots, and the child never had a gun. Oh my gosh. This is why it's good to have cameras. You could have clarified a lot of stuff if you had cameras outside. Like, first you would have been able to clarify if somebody was really getting ready to come in, then you could call the authorities. Everything still might have happened the way it happened. It just would not have been on your head. Now it's on your head. Now, if it was just a young man outside, ain't no way I would have been scared. But if it really happened to where a gunshot was heard first, oh yeah. Because I've heard one of my neighbors say it was some children playing outside one day, and he came out there and told them, y'all go on, leave that alone, go on. And they left. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I truly, truly appreciate somebody that gives people a chance to make a different decision, as opposed to everything being so final. I got a son too, and he used to skateboard around town and do all kinds of stuff too. Who knows? And I would have surely appreciated if somebody had told him, leave that alone and go on. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's why I think the community had a meeting and they were really outraged because there's been no evidence that the young guy had any type of weapon. Your car is not worth somebody's life, yours or somebody else's. You can always get another car. In my area, everybody got insurance because it's the law. Unless you try to do some fraganacle stuff. But let's go over to Tulsa because I found some news that nobody is talking about, honey. I think I heard California was talking about it at one time. But there we go. I'll make it kind of big. And you see who done summed my question up. You see who done summed my question up. I actually saw a meme that said the owner of, what's that website everybody go to try to find a job? Oh, I can't think of the name. Not Indeed, the other one. Oh, and I got that app too. I can't even think of the name of it. Anyway, the owner of that app said those office jobs. Oh, he said the 9 to 5 is going to be over with. LinkedIn. There you go. It took me a minute. I had to think about it. He said by 2034 or 2035, there will be no more 9 to 5 jobs. And I think he was referring to AI. But I put a comment in there. I said, well, can we get a 10 to 2? Because nobody wants to work 9 to 5 anyway. Can we just do a cute little 10 to 2? But on August the 4th, the Tulsa, Oklahoma's mayor announced the creation of a commission to study reparations for the 1921 Tulsa race massacre, one of the worst racial attacks in U.S. history. The commission will consider how to provide reparation to survivors, their descendants, and the residents of North Tulsa, where the massacre took place. The commission will review a 2023 city report and a 2001 state commission report, both of which recommended financial reparations. The mayor has indicated that he wants the commission to make recommendations that lead to concrete action rather than study. So he said, get to the bottom of this. Wait a minute, let's find out who. Y'all know I'm nosy. Let's find out who is Tulsa's Oh, okay. Hold on now. I'm this nosy. Don't play with me. I'm this nosy right here. Let me see. Okay. Let's get this man. Let's make sure everybody know this man's name. Okay. G.T. Bynum. Bynum? Okay, now I'm thinking about Barnum and Bailey. Okay, now. Is the mayor. Oh, he's running to replace. Is he the mayor now? Yeah, sure, he's the mayor. Okay, G.T. Bynum. He said, I want y'all to get to the bottom of this. He wants the commission to make recommendations that lead to concrete actions, and you can stop all that studying. Right. It's not too much to study. The history already written. So in Tulsa, anybody, all of the descendants, survivors, no, that had anything to do with the Tulsa race massacre, they looking into some reparations. Dang, if I had to just stay with this article, it would show me the man's name right here. Mayor G.T. Bynum, the mayor, he said, you can stop all that studying. Let's get to some concrete answers on how we can make this right. And this was just started in August. The commission was set up. They go to New York Times. Commission was set up. Washington Post. A commission was set up. Look, to study how reparations could be made to victims of the 1921 violence. They don't even want to say massacre, Washington Post. But New York Times got it right. The commission will study how reparations can be made to survivors of the massacre and their descendants, as well as residents in North Tulsa. So we're going to keep an eye on this. I'm going to try to put this on my calendar to check in, because I also heard California was looking into reparations as well. We don't need number 1 or 2. We don't need number 1 or 2 to get the ball rolling. And we might be good from there. Okay, let me. My mouse is doing its own little thing here now. There we go. There we go. And the next one is a video, so I wanted to make sure I was able to share this. It's always good to hear some. Oh, I think I clicked not cancel. It's always good to hear some good news sometime with everything else we got going on. Whew. This right here makes me so sad, though. So I do not want to buy another one of these. This is the last of my moisturizer. So sad. Oh, yeah, and I'm going to put a link to a video. We got one more after this, because I got a health tip that's very important. But this story is out of Philly, okay? Hats off to Philly. And it's about a father whose daughter passed away due to cancer. And every year he hosts an annual book bag giveaway. I think he buys the book bags and he fills them up with things that you need for school and gives it away to the people in the community. I want to make sure I highlight him. Hats off to his family. They call it the Princess Naya Cookout. So let's get into the video. Let's get to the skip.
Backpack giveaway with an emotional backstory. A North Philadelphia father is making sure the memory of his late daughter lives on. And he's honoring her, Shawnette, by helping out other children in his community and getting them ready for the new school year.
That's right. For 7 years, Tony Bell has been holding this particular event and others to help his community. It is all in memory and honor of his precious baby girl who he lost to cancer.
Princess Naya took out, cleaning it up. All is good.
Tony Bell posted this video to Instagram showing the cleanup of his North Philly neighborhood for his annual book bag drive and community day this weekend.
Got everything in them. We got pencils, books, rulers, calculators, sharpeners.
The video also shows some of the already packed book bags he purchased for the giveaway.
We will be giving away about 300 to 500 book bags that's fully loaded with everything that the kids need.
I talked to Bell this evening about the event, which will be held this Saturday at 27th and Lehigh, where he grew up.
They get to get their face painted, they get book bags, they get food, they get a fireworks show, they get an activity in a whole day that they don't have to pay for, and they're going to be safe.
He started the event 7 years ago in honor and memory of his firstborn, his daughter, Sanaya, known as Princess Naya. She passed away in August of 2017 from a rare cancer called DIPG. Every year, he holds the drive around her birthday, which is August 15th. Naya was diagnosed at age 8 and died just over a year later. She would have turned 15 tomorrow.
So this weekend, when I see these kids smiling, all it's going to do is make me think that my daughter is smiling as well, because this is what she would be doing, running around, playing, and enjoying herself.
Serving the community also helps him.
It keeps me smiling, it keeps me going.
Bell says the Pray for Princess Naya birthday celebration and book bag giveaway will be a huge help to families ahead of the new school year.
My mom had, 8 kids, so at the end of the day, we all didn't have. So I understand how valuable and how important this is going to be to a lot of families.
And Bell has 2 organizations in memory and honor of his daughter. You can find out more information on those by going to fox29.com. Don and Sheba, also on our website, we have information, of course, about that
So hats
event
off,
this Saturday.
Okay.
hats off to Tony Bell and all of his good works that he is doing in Philly. You know what stood out to me as I was watching this story was that let me see if I can make sure I got his name up here, but his name is not showing right there. They should have put his name. There it is, Tony Bell. What stood out to me watching this story, aside from his personal story about his daughter, was the fact that this man and his family, because as you know, behind every good man is a community of people that's helping support him. So I want to make sure we give props to him and all his family that help to come together every year to do something great for the community. What stood out to me is not only is he giving out the book bags, if you notice at the very, very beginning, he does a sweep, a clean of the neighborhood first. And that's what stood out to me also. Like, he takes his time to straighten up and clean up the neighborhood first every year before he does the book bag giveaway. And I've always be thinking in my mind when it comes to some of these inner city neighborhoods, like, why can't we keep it up? Why does this man have to come in here every year and clean up the trash and cut down the grass in the corners of the sidewalks and why does he have to do that every year when we can all pitch in and give back to the community by keeping our communities clean? So that's one thing he don't have to worry about. All he do is get the book bags and the supplies and give them out. He said he giving them a full one-day experience that's going to put smiles on their faces, the same way his daughter would be running around having a good time as well. And so he takes time to clean the neighborhood, gets the book bags, all the supplies. They have games and all types of fun in their neighborhood right before the school start. So hats off to Tony Bell and his family for sort of challenging your grief into something positive and giving back to the community. That's what it's all about sometimes. When you're going through, you got to figure out a way to channel that energy into something positive. So really appreciate him for that. And I want to give y'all a health tip for today. And I'm going to post a link to the video that's going to go through everything with you. But I just heard this morning, that's why I was late coming in here. I was looking at a video. But I just heard this morning that let me see if I can put a picture up here. I just heard this morning that this is back on the rise. You know, we can't say it on YouTube, but 19 is back on the rise. And I'm going to do exactly what this lady said, because you know, when 19 came before, we could not find no mask. We could not find no glove. The Lysol was gone, all that. So I'm going to tell y'all right now, I'm going to put a link in the description box. There's a young lady here on YouTube that give you a list of stuff to get. And she said, get ready for it because it's back on the rise. Vitamin D, vitamin C. Now I got some D, but I take a D every day. So I got to get some just to put on the side. But vitamin D, vitamin C, get you some zinc, some elderberry. Y'all know. You know that stuff you had in 2020 then expired. Okay? Check them expiration dates on what you have in your medicine cabinet in general, because the medicine does have expiration dates on it. So if you bought it in 2020, the elderberry ain't good no more. Them gummies done dried up. Okay? Get you some zinc, some probiotics, some water, get you some gloves. Let's get some Lysol, child, before everybody buy it all up. And before, did that Lysol get up to $20 a spray can? Get you some real N95 mask. Get you some regular mask, hand sanitizer, and make sure you don't buy that stuff from that store that's only 3%. Okay? Check the alcohol content in your hand sanitizer. It has to be over 60%. Okay, that's just a few of her tips. I'm going to put the video below because I got to go get my stuff together before y'all jump on it. Okay, I'm going to get my little stuff together. And I think I would like to just get it all from one place. But I know that a lot of people are going to be going to Amazon, having their stuff delivered. So this weekend, I might make it my mission to pick up stuff around town. I don't think I need gloves. I personally would like some Lysol wipes. I think I already got some microban spray, you know, that kills the germs, but it's coming back, y'all. It's coming back. We got to make sure we get back to washing your hands. Is number one thing you can do, even if you wear gloves. Because, you know, some people put them gloves on, honey. Gloves scare me sometimes when I see them, okay? If I see you getting out your car at the grocery store and you driving with a mask and a glove on, it kind of scares me a little bit. Yeah, it scares me a little bit. You know why? First thing I want to know is how long you done had them gloves on. What else you been touching? Because now you over here picking up the strawberries and stuff with your gloves. Okay? You're not supposed to put on one pair of gloves and wear them all day. Yeah. Yeah, you're not a mechanic. Because gloves, whatever you've been touching, is going to carry with you on the gloves too. So I get a little bit scared when I see somebody in that car and they got the mask on and they got gloves on and they driving. You ain't keeping nothing clean and sterile. You're supposed to get to the grocery store and then put your gloves on. Okay? When you finish with your grocery shopping, you're supposed to slide them inside out and throw them away right then. Get in your car and do some sanitize. Do some sanitize. You cannot put on gloves at 8 o'clock in the morning and then at 10 o'clock at night had the same pair of gloves on. You're not protecting nobody. You're not saving nobody. You didn't took your gloves that you had on at the grocery store, that you touched everything in the grocery store and bought them germs inside your car. You done bought them inside your car. You all on the steering wheel. You all on the gear shift. You all here and there with the gloves. And now you done took them home and touched the doors and then try to take them off. You can't wear gloves all day. I know we new to this, regular people, but you're not supposed to wear gloves all day. You're supposed to change, and you're supposed to wash your hands and use sanitizer in between. All of it go together, okay? So again, I heard the vid has picked up, and we need to get ready before they start jacking up the prices on stuff, before stuff start disappearing. Go ahead, check your medicine cabinet, check your expiration dates, re-up, okay, on your vitamins, your elderberry. Make sure you have some electrolyte packets. Almost some packets. Make sure you got some sanitizer. It's not the cutesy sanitizer. It's some hand sanitizer that's actually going to work. Okay. Have to be over 60% alcohol. Okay. Got to start carrying that hand sanitizer with us again. In and out of your car. Whenever I go in and out of my car, I got some hand sanitizer right in my car. It gets done like this. And then you don't go home after being out all day, doing gloves, doing hand sanitizer, and just walk in your house and don't wash your hands. When you get in the house, wash your hands. Okay, every time you leave out, come back in, soap, water, warm. Okay? You can't wash your hands like you do at the restaurants with that cold water. When you get home, let the water run. Make sure you got some antibacterial soap. It's coming back. Get you some antibacterial soap. Wash your hands, okay? Don't go touching your children. Don't go touching your countertops. Don't go touching anything. And spray them doorknobs every now and then, or wipe them down with Lysol and them light switches, okay? Spray them doorknobs and them light switches, front and back of the door, because people touch the front, people touch the back. You don't know where people been. They might have been wiping their nose or anything. Spray them doorknobs or wipe them down with Lysol, okay? Because 19 is back, okay? Somebody said this was going to be every flu season. 19 was going to come up. And I just now heard 19 is back, and it's rising in some states, okay? So I just want you to be prepared, all right? Whew. So this is Friday. We're excited. I'm glad you stopped by. I will see you on my next live. Be safe, riches, peace.